Chima Simone was a freelance journalist from California who competed on season 11 of Big Brother. She is one of the most polarizing house guests to ever play the game, as many fans hated her while also having a cult of fans who absolutely adore her, myself included. She is also one of my favorite house guests of all time, if that wasn't obvious by me stating I'm part of a cult that adores her. Over the years, I've tried my best to keep her legacy alive and vouch for how much deeper of a character she is than people remember her for. I can only speak on it so much before making a whole video dedicated to her, so I figured what better way to start off 2025 than looking back on Chima's time on Big Brother. Before we get into it, make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my future uploads. This is my first time making a character style video like this, so the best way to let me know if you like it or not is with your feedback, so I'd greatly appreciate it if you would with a like, comment, and or subscription. You can also follow my Instagram and add my Snapchat, links in the description. Now let's get into it. In terms of the formal game that was played, Chima had a somewhat smooth ride. On BB11, the house guests were split up into 4 different cliques.
The athletes, the popular crowd, the brains, and the offbeat.
Chima's clique, the brains, aligned early on with the athletes, and together, the 2 cliques pretty much steamrolled the beginning portion of the game. Chima was never in any real danger besides the first week when she volunteered to be a pawn and narrowly escaped eviction by a vote of 6-5, but we'll talk more about that later. Despite being insulated well by her allegiances, she did run into some trouble with other house guests along the way. Chima is often remembered for being an electrifying and outspoken figure during her stay in the house. Her haters say she was a mean girl who opened her mouth too much, while her supporters say she's provided great entertainment with some of her antics on the show. While I agree that she definitely brought the drama, I think there are many more layers to her as a person that are showcased by these instances. Before I explain to you what I mean, why don't we first take a look at what I'm referring to.
You have to decide which clique will be eating slop, taking cold showers, and sleeping in the have-not bedroom.
I think the athletes were safe last week. We can do paper.
I say popular.
Let's do paper, rock, scissors, best 2 out of 3.
Oh, you really want to go home, don't you?
Are you the HOH?
I am on that team.
What team is that?
The brains.
You know what, Chima? You can have your way.
Populars.
There you go.
Well, I know somebody didn't vote for me and they should have, but I'm not going to put any names out there.
Yeah, I voted for you.
So why did you vote for me to go out?
I'm not the only one that voted for you.
But you're on my team.
You and Ronnie always talking behind my back.
We weren't talking. What is with these crazy bitches in this house that keep thinking people are talking behind their back? I am very straightforward. Very. If you want to confront me, then do so.
You create a lot of drama.
Yeah, I got in her face. Yeah, I yelled at her. She didn't vote for me. To me, it was like you didn't vote with your clique, and you're wrong. Miss Young, I need to talk to you upstairs now. So Russell was just telling me that you told him that I'm going around the house telling people that I'm going to win a HOH and backdoor.
That is not true.
You just told me that. You just told me that. You can believe whoever the hell you choose to, and I really don't care right now.
I realize you're having this right now, but the fact that you just said to me you don't care what I believe makes me think that you're lying and she's
Great.
not.
Think that all you want. Dumbasses in here.
Yeah, we're dumbasses.
Get over yourself. Get out of my face,
I'm saying right here, dude.
You're full of
Great.
what you
You're
are.
not supposed to.
I'm full of
You think because you yell?
No, you're full of He lies about everybody.
What? What? I'm not doing shit. What?
You can't hear,
I
can
can hear
you?
you.
Those old ugly ass cauliflower ears.
They're like,
Let her out. What is she gonna do? What is she gonna do?
You have to hurry up.
Oh, we do.
Yes.
We have a little brave little soldier,
What'd you say?
little brave little person. Thinks they're tougher than they really are.
I will punch his ass in the face.
That was a good one.
You should have been on America's Top Terrorist.
Oh, that was funny.
No, but it's true.
That you actually went towards a racist comment and you offended a whole culture.
You're a terrorist because you're
I'm glad everyone heard
terrorizing everybody
it.
in
The
the
two
house.
racists, ladies and gentlemen.
Try
Kettle
to
black.
call it racial if you want to.
It is
but
a racial slur.
You're terrorizing everybody in the house.
Who spelled it correctly?
Not everything directed at your ass.
Jimmy Susan. Jimmy Susan. The true racists in the house.
I don't think
I'm
she
glad
means
you
it
come
that
out as a
way, Russ.
hypocrite.
Russ, I don't
Thank
think
you.
she doesn't
Thank
mean
you.
it that way. She doesn't
There
mean
we go.
it.
You're the one that's talking. You're the one that's talking.
Oh, I'm crying.
Keep going.
Is this getting you off?
Keep going.
You're so mad. A woman's
It
sending you home.
It
A
doesn't
woman-
matter.
A
It
woman
doesn't
is
matter.
sending you
Really.
home. You're not gonna. Have you ever talked to any man in this house like you because you're a punk.
Yeah.
You've been terrorizing the whole house. That makes you
right.
a terrorist.
That's right.
Grow up here. Grow up here.
Yeah.
And go
That's what I
home.
thought.
As you can see, Chima did produce some of the best entertainment of the season. One thing that really irked me about this though was her fellow house guests' commentary about her and her fights. People in the house would refer to her as a diva, sassy, and a loudmouth. This was so frustrating to watch as they made it seem like Chima was the only explosive one in the house, which is far from the truth. People like Jeff, Russell, Jesse, Natalie, Kevin, Lydia, Ronnie, Michelle, Brayden, literally the entire fucking cast all got into screaming bouts throughout the season as well, so for Chima as a black woman to be the one labeled a type of way for it comes off completely ignorant to me and has always bothered me. People like Jordan, Casey, and Laura would talk about her negatively in this light, yet did the exact same things.
Of course, obnoxious, loud Chima has to target us. You lied to them and told them that I came up there earlier and said Russell's trying to rally up votes for me, and I've never even asked Russell for a vote. I will sit in my living room and watch these people run you out of this house.
Unfortunately, I have the Wicked Witch of the West sitting next to me, Miss Chima. And your word is mud, man. Period.
You stabbed him in the back
Give
first,
your word,
Casey.
man. You ain't in this conversation,
But I'm
man.
stepping into
Give
it.
somebody-
You do deserve to walk out the door because you stabbed him in the back when you told him
What are
you
you?
were
What are
voting
you? What
for
are you?
Chima.
As Pitbull?
On the
Nobody
block,
talking
week
to you.
one.
Ain't no, go make Jesse a sandwich.
Your word is your.
Her head was bobbing, her hands up in the air. That girl's sassy. Chima is a diva.
You talk to me. I talk to you every day. And I've done one thing to you. I've not backstabbed you. I should not be thrown in the middle of it. I have not done one thing to you. You piss me
When
off.
you can talk.
I swear to God, if I wasn't here, I'd hit you over
Really?
your head.
Really? Get
Yeah,
him.
no,
Where
I'm
you
not scared of you. You think I'm scared of you?
Come on.
I am. I'm not scared of you.
I first watched BB11 when I was 14 and have seen it at least 5 times since. After my first watch, Chima instantly became my favorite. I loved how real she was and how she wasn't afraid to stand up to people and speak her mind no matter the circumstance. These arguments she got into reflected these feelings for me. There's just something so inspiring to me about her. Growing up, people often idolized celebrities, athletes, even family members, but Big Brother Houseguests were my heroes, as sad as that may be. Similar to Hardy, who I interviewed this past summer, Chima is someone I looked up to when I was a kid and still do to this day. As weird as it may sound, throughout my life, whenever I was faced with social obstacles, whether it be at school, work, in my social life, or whatever, I would legitimately think to myself, what would Chima do? She would speak up, voice her opinion, and get what she wants done. Watching her on Big Brother has shaped my personality in ways that sound ridiculous but are profound. I have so much love and respect for her as a strong woman and person in general. To me, the in quotes drama that Chima brought were compelling and inspired me as a person. They didn't even come close to making me view her in a negative way. Chima's fights weren't the only symbols of her fearlessness. As I mentioned earlier, Chima volunteered to be a pawn the very first week and sat next to Brayden on eviction night. Earlier that week, Brayden instigated a huge fight with her friends Kevin and Lydia where he made racist comments towards them. Production edited out all of the racism in the show's episode, so it was only viewable if you watched the 24/7 live internet feeds. Chima, being as intuitive as she was and knowing how production moved, called out Brayden in his comments on eviction night, knowing she couldn't be edited out on live TV. While the producers did censor the words she used when quoting Brayden, she still got her point across and made it clear yet again that she is not afraid to stand up for what she believes is right, which I love.
It amazes me how short some of the memory spans in here are. My opponent here called both of my very good friends. A vote for Brayden is a vote for a bigot. Anyone who aligns himself with a racist and a misogynist, you deserve to go home.
Well, Chima, I think that's the most memorable last plea speech we've ever heard. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Chima has also been open about how she is a survivor of an encounter with the bathtub killer. On the show, she told her story about how she fought off an attack from a serial killer and essayer and how it has shaped her into becoming a stronger person. They actually filmed a documentary about the killer recently where Chima went on and shared her experience as a survivor. Her story speaks for itself and once again showcases the magnitude of how strong and brave of a person that she is.
I've got a sad story. I was raped by a serial killer. He broke into a house, gun, mask, all that stuff. He could have shot me, but I fought. I'm a fighter. I've always been a fighter, but that to me proved how strong I was and how much of a fighter I was. Why I didn't escape unharmed. I had to have 2 surgeries and on my face, and he was on death row. He was put to death. I talk about it not from the standpoint as a victim, but as a survivor. I want to do something, maybe go talk to young girls or something. Yeah. Something that's empowering. I would always say we're all survivors. It doesn't matter how it happened.
Chima went on to win the 5th HOH of the season, meaning that she held the power that week in the house and everything should have been smooth sailing for her. However, this was the beginning of the end for her in the game. Let me explain. Chima nominated Russell, her enemy in the game, for eviction and had the numbers to send him home. Her relationship with Russell was complex. The two went from allies to almost a showman's 2 bitter rivals. They were like oil and water in the game, both finding personal issues with the other and would vocalize their disdain for one another to anyone who would listen. Their fights together were some of the best in the entire history of the show, as I'm sure you all saw earlier in this video. It seemed like Chima was going to get the last laugh, as Russell was going to be the 5th person evicted under Chima's HOH reign, but there was one small, well, actually very large and game-breaking issue. Production implemented a twist called the coup d'etat, which was a power that America granted to a houseguest of their choosing that allowed the winner to overthrow the HOH and their nominations and choose their own. Being production's pet and receiving a golden edit thus far, Jeff was handed the coup d'etat by America. This was monumentally bad for Chima's game, as she wasn't aligned with Jeff and he used the power to save Russell, her #1 target, and nominate Natalie and Jesse, her top 2 allies. This move is regarded as one of the most broken displays of production interference within the game and completely fucked Chima over, as it rendered her HOH reign useless, saved the man going after her, and evicted one of her closest allies and shields in the game, Jesse.
Jeff has the ability to overthrow the head of household, Chima, and change one or both of her nominees. Would you like to take Lydia off the block?
I would like to take Lydia off the block.
Who would you like to put in her place?
Natalie.
Next question, Jeff. Would you like to take Russell off the block?
I would.
Russell, come on off. Who would you like to put up in his place?
Sorry, buddy.
Jesse, you are now on the chopping block alongside Natalie.
We knew you had it. We didn't know you'd be stupid enough to use it.
Really?
Keeping Russell in the game is not a good idea.
Why not? He's gonna take you out.
You made a deal with the devil, Jeff. You just took the target off Russell's back and put it squarely on yours. No, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
You don't know that? You have no
Russell,
idea.
kiss my ass.
You don't control anything, Chima, just so you know.
You just usurped
Sure.
my power. I can win again. And there's no power next week.
By a vote of 3 to 2, Jesse, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Why are you guys so angry? Because you guys lost some power now? Why shut the fuck up? We're playing a game, Chima.
You told me you were gonna vote Russell out, so that was the deal. But you did lie because you did not send Russell home, and that was the plan.
I didn't vote, so how did I lie to
Hey, you can semantics if you want.
You could be mad that you lost a power
Jeff,
friend in
keep
this
talking
house.
to yourself, because I'm not listening.
The aftermath of Jeff using the coup d'etat led to an equally as shocking turn of events. Feeling defeated, Chima vocalized wanting to leave the show and not giving the other houseguests the benefit of voting her out. One night, she refused to wear her microphone, which is one of the rules of playing the game. When her friend Kevin got her microphone for her, Chima turned and tossed it, which landed in the pool. Production then called her to the diary room and removed her from the show for this and what they deemed as other rule violations.
We're gonna keep the balls.
Please put on your microphone.
You need your mic. Lydia, go get her mic for her.
I'll go get it for you.
No, don't. Seriously.
Chima, please put on your microphone.
She acts like the rules don't apply to her.
Chima, please go to the diary room.
I am not going to the diary room. If in fact Jeff has the power, I am going to act up, and if you doubt me for a second, you are going to have the FCC on your ass real quick, and that is a threat. They tell me to come to DR, it's gonna be a long time. How about we just
get in the middle, Lydia. Did you hear your mic? Thanks, because she wouldn't get it. You're welcome.
Chima!
And I need to keep practicing. It fell out of her hand.
Yeah, fell.
You could owe them for that.
Yeah, whatever.
Chima, please exchange your microphone with one in the storage room.
I'm not going anywhere. Don't do it for me, please. I'm not gonna wear the new one. Thank you.
Please put on your microphone.
Hey! You guys can suck.
Chima,
No, I'm not
please
coming.
go to the diary room.
Off. That was the whole week was like, look at Chima. She thinks she's running things. She's not.
To the diary room.
I'm not coming to the diary room. Did you not hear me? How about you guys come out here? Let's see some faces.
Chima, it's Allison.
I'm not coming.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm not coming.
I need you to come. I need you to come to the diary room now.
Tired of being talked to.
All right, no need to sit down.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up this way.
I have an announcement to make. It was very clear Chima did not want to follow the rules of the game. She needed to be expelled.
This is stupid.
Before I say anything else, I want to make it clear I am not stating that I agree with Chima breaking her microphone or basically giving up. However, I also disagree with a lot of the discourse surrounding these events. A lot of people labeled her as going crazy and still attack her for this online, which is really bizarre to me. Again, while I'm not going to defend it, I will say her wanting to leave was completely understandable. To put things into perspective, Chima worked her ass off until that point. She went through an extensive casting process, left her friends and family to come on the show, played the game hard for 40 some days, had to live with 12 strangers, most of whom she couldn't stand, and finally was going to get out the man who harassed her for a good duration of her stay in the house. Her and her allies steamrolled the game up until that point, and she had a really decent shot at winning the $500,000 grand prize, which is a life-changing amount of money. All of this work was rendered useless within minutes because of a bullshit twist made by production that completely screwed her. For someone who always fought, it was strange to see her give up, but I completely understand why she did given the circumstances, as the people who ran the show literally fucked her over and made the odds of her winning slim to none. I'm not asking anyone to agree with her actions, but I am asking that you view the situation from Chima's perspective and have some empathy with her situation before labeling her as anything other than a robbed legend. I just want to make it known that my love for Chima is not limited to her robbedness or her entertainment. It's an encapsulation of everything. She was funny, strategic, relatable, courageous, rootable, and even an underdog in her own way. Well, more like an anti-hero or pioneer of the Big Brother producers' hate club. She was overall just an amazing character on the show, and I hope any of you that disliked her view her in a more positive way now. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my new videos. And feel free to follow my Insta and Snap, linked in the description as always. I want to end this video on a good note, so enjoy this compilation of some of my favorite Chima moments.
I'm going into the Big Brother house. And you're not. I was in all AP classes. But I'll have you know that I was also popular. Like, I wasn't a dork. I don't get dirty. This is not fun for me to stay clean. That was my strategy.
So right now, we need the two brains to compete against each other for HOH. Which, alongside Chima, the freelance journalist from The Brains.
Sorry though, Brains. You're the have-nots for the week. Chima! Chima!
I'm like, I can't deal with it.
You don't even know how bad it is.
I can't.
Honey, you're taking this all.
You want to be here, don't you?
I don't know right now. I'm not even kidding.
No, don't even think about that right now. Come on.
I tried to spell superficiality, but I couldn't find the letters. I know how to spell superficiality. I mean, there's a whole lot of that in the house. Woo! I'm still here, baby!
Cabbage and weenies?
Whose bright idea was this? And I'm thinking my team is full of dorks. America, you suck. That's what I have to say. I was put up as a pawn with the intention of having Lydia go home. I never thought getting a diploma would hurt so much. I'm like, can I just get my GED? It was not fun.
Do you have any regrets on anything you've either said to him or about him?
Actually, no, I do not. I feel like everything that he said to me was above and beyond what needed to be said. He's the one that wanted to have personal attacks, and so I met him toe-to-toe, face-to-face. And I don't regret anything that happened on my part. I don't care if I'm nominated. This game is... my friends are... So as far as I'm concerned, I don't care.
Chima's name is Nigerian. The pronunciation is Chima. She likes Chima, and she's always liked it that way.
Who wants to see my new HOH room? That is so embarrassing.
There was one baby picture of Chima where she got a little attitude, arms crossed, looking away. I was like, that's Chima.
And that just pisses me off that Russell gets his 10, but he's been nothing but a... Nothing but a... Looks like me and the producers need to have a little bit of a talk. If you don't want me to cuss, let me in the house. They're testing my patience.
He send you home? Is that what he wanted?